Hey Green Team, it's your boy LuigiRocks132. Here's the top 20 best Sonic games. Sonic has had his ups and downs. From the infamous Sonic Boom to the masterpiece known as Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Frontiers, and Sonic Adventure 2. Here we're gonna check out the Blue Blur's best games and the Blue Blur's worst games. And top 20 best Sonic games by your
yeah! This is happening!
First up is the Stickers. These games are just bad, or rushed, or just straight up terrible. Number 20, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Oh goodness gracious, what do we have with this monster of a game? This released on the Wii U in 2014, and it was horrible. Like, the TV series was great, but the actual game was a monster. Like, the movement is horrible, frame drops, and just all around a clunky experience. Just don't play this trash game. Number 19. Sonic 4 Episode 1. Sonic 4 Episode 1 is a disaster. The game literally looks like it's on Microsoft Paint. The graphics are absolute horrendous. Not like Philips CDI horrendous, but they're horrendous. Like, seriously, I've done better middle school projects than this, like, dang, bro. That's insane. Number 18, Sonic Forces. No, not Speed Battle. That game's great. I'm talking about the normal Sonic Forces. And Forces just forces itself to fall down. Because it's a disaster. It has custom avatars in the Sonic game. Like, what?
What?
Number 17, Sonic 06. Oh, Sonic 06, a tragic history. It was set out to be the best game ever created, and then it fell down on its feet. Shameful, but it still has its fans. The one issue with the game, that Sonic 06 is very glitchy, very long load times, and just luckily, a fan remade Sonic P06, which is a great game. One upside I can bring about the game that is both trash and sometimes a treasure is an amazing soundtrack. And it introduced Silver in its famous line, "It's no use." Next up, we got the Average Joes. These games are just good old harmless fun. Just anyone can learn it, anyone can play it. Number 16, Sonic and the Secret Rings. Sonic and the Secret Rings is a game where you have to defeat the evil Eraser Din, which this is a part of the Storybook series. Here Sonic has to defeat Eraser Din and save the story of the game. It's kind of like a mobile level, where you basically run by using the Wiimote. Kind of like the actions in Skyward Sword. This game is not that good, but it's all in all a fun experience. Let's go Green Team. So if you're into Sonic, this would be a perfect choice for you. Number 15, Sonic and the Black Knight. This game released for the Wii, and it used Sonic with a sword. No, this is not a Zelda game. This is a Sonic game. So your goal is to defeat the evil Eggman while famous Sonic characters are all role-playing as knights. Number 14, Sonic Colors. Fun fact, Sonic Colors was the first game to introduce the Wisps. Different abilities that you can use for Sonic. There's Ghost, Laser, and more. The story of this game sees Sonic trying to defeat Eggman in a space-themed amusement park. So dastardly. Number 13, Sonic Lost World. In Sonic Lost World, your goal is to defeat the Deadly Six while going through Mario levels. Kind of like Mario levels, but they're Sonic. This game gets a lot of hate in the community, which I don't know why. This game actually has some cool ideas, and Windy Hill theme absolutely slaps, and the Deadly Six are really cool types of enemies.
You're itching because you need a bath.
Oh my god!
Are you disrespecting me? Maybe. I'm gonna mess you up!
I'd love to stay and watch him disassemble you, but I have business to attend to.
I know the perfect spot to take care of you. That's funny, because I know the perfect spot to kick you.
Number 12, Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush was a game that released in 2005 to the Nintendo DS. Here, Dr. Eggman teams up with his evil counterpart known as Eggman Mega. And Sonic has to stop him. Spoiler warning, after Sonic Rush, you get to play as a cat named Blaze. This is the first introduction of Blaze the cat, who is kind of like a thief, which he likes jewels, kind of like Catwoman from the Batman series. And here are the listings for the Game Gear games, Riders games, Shout the Hedgehog, and Fan games. Happy? The one that started it all, we're taking the number 11 spot to Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic 1 is a game that released in 1991 on the Genesis. The goal was simple. Run to the right, collect rings, get goalposts, and destroy these little, and use spin jump to destroy these little capsule things. And your goal is to defeat Dr. Robotnik. The only problem at the game? It's age. Next up, we got the classics. These games are really fun to play, but they're not masterclass status like the top 5 on this list. Number 10, Sonic CD. Sonic CD is a game that was released for the Sega CD in 1993. Its purpose, there were two different, you had to collect the time stones. The story of the game is Dr. Eggman collects the time stones and heads to a little planet to destroy it once and for all. Can Sonic save the day? Sonic CD introduced Metal Sonic and Amy Rose, who would become a staple in the series. There is 2 different soundtracks. Japan soundtrack and the US soundtrack. Japan's soundtrack is a lot more happy. Number 9, Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is a game that released in 2004 for the GameCube, PS2, and the Xbox. Here in this game, you can play as many different teams. Team Sonic, Team Rose, Team Dark, and even more. This game introduced classic zones like Seaside Hill, Bingo Highway, Ocean Palace, and Mystic Mansion, and way more. You can play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Each of them has their own special ability. Sonic has the speed, Tails can fly over obstacles, and Knuckles can punch through stuff. This game has tons of quality to it and is beloved by Sonic fans. Unreal fact before we move on to number 8. Sonic Heroes was the first game to introduce Team Chaotic, Vector the Crocodile, Espio the Chameleon, and Charming Bee. Number 8. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic 2 is the prequel to the very successful Sonic 1. This time, yet again, Dr. Eggman has stolen the Chaos Emeralds, and of course Sonic has to stop him again. This game introduces a lot of familiar faces, such as Miles Tails Prower, Sonic's trusty little sidekick, and of course, Sonic's ultimate form, Super Sonic. Number 7, or like 7.3, is the Sonic Advance Trilogy. Yep, Sonic Advance 1, Sonic Advance 2, and Sonic Advance 3 all are getting the number 7 on this list, because all games have great gameplay. Sonic Advance 2 introduced Cream the Rabbit, a staple in the series. And it's just Sonic, it looks so good. Like some of the stages like Twinkle Park, Chaos Angel, and even more classic zones. This classic is definitely a must-buy for Sonic fans. Number 6, Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure, released on the Dreamcast and the Xbox in 1999, released on the Xbox in 2001. This game sees Eggman releasing an evil known as Chaos, a water-like monster that can destroy all of Station Square, but Sonic is not going to let that happen. And this is the first character to introduce E21 Gamma and many other faces. There's many classic zones in this game, from Emerald Coast to Speed Highway to Windy Valley. There's something for everyone in Sonic Adventure.
I'll show you!
We are on the top 5. And those top 5 are a super Sonic success. These games did really well with the community, beloved by fans worldwide, and is what made the Hedgehog great. Starting off this goated list with number 5, Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is what fans know and love about the Sonic series. All of the classic zones from previous games, like from Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. And they're HD and high definition, kind of like the Saturn. Plot is simple. Eggman and his new minions, the hard-boiled Hebbies, try to steal the Chaos Emeralds. And then Sonic and friends are here to save the day. There are some new faces in this game, like Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Squirrel from the arcade version of Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. And this game also is back to the 16-bit glory days of the Genesis, and with the classic zones and some new zones too, so it's a really fun game. Go play it. Number 4, Sonic 3 Knuckles. The last Sonic game on the Genesis trilogy, Sonic and Knuckles takes place on the level Angel Island, where Dr. Eggman stole the Chaos Emeralds, shocker, but this time Knuckles is actually the bad guy in the game. There are many really good zones in 3 Knuckles, such as Marble Garden Zone, Ice Cap Zone, Launch Base, and Carnival Night Zone. There were a unique feature with the Genesis that allowed you, if you had a copy of Sonic 3 Knuckles, you could play as Sonic. You could actually play as Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which was a really nice touch back in the day. Number 3, Sonic Frontiers. Man, oh man, do I have a lot to say about this amazing game known as Sonic Frontiers. The game is amazing, the graphics are amazing, sometimes, and the characters are very lovable. So it starts out in the Starfall Islands, where, of course, Sonic and his friends go missing. And you also you traverse both the open world and the cyberspace zones, which are kind of like the 2D Sonic zones known in Sonic Colors and its Sonic Generations. You'll speed through many different types of environments, from grasslands, deserts, and even more. So the story, of course, is like any other Sonic game. Eggman steals the Chaos Emeralds, blah 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 blah. He's supposed to use them for world domination, blah 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 blah. But there is this almost like mysterious, edgy teenage girl known as Sage. This Sonic game is a must-play for Sonic fans young and old, and of course, the Green Team cannot wait to play Sonic Frontiers: The Final Horizon DLC, coming this September. Number 2, Sonic Adventure 2, Battle. What, you were expecting it to be on number 1? Sonic Adventure 2 is the sequel to the Dreamcast classic. This game adds a lot more to the table, and it's the first game to introduce everyone's favorite Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog. It also introduces favorites like E21 Gamma, and Chaos, and many more. This game has vibrant landscapes, and the soundtrack are just jamming. I mean, Escape to the City is an absolute bomb.
We're counting on you, buddy. The world's greatest treasure hunter.
Number 1, Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed. What a exciting title. This game is a true, and of course, this came out after Brawl, which came out in 2008. A goated game. No game has aged so gracefully as Sonic Unleashed did. The level design is pristine perfect. It introduced Chip, the Werewolves, and many more. The plot of the game is to defeat Dr. Eggman, of course, and to defeat another evil spreading chaos throughout Mobius. It is called Dark Gaia, which Chip is considered White Gaia, which, oh yeah, and he loves chocolate chips. That's why he's named Chip. Pretty cool. And Sonic Unleashed is one of my personal favorite Sonic games of all time, and you should try it. Like, fun game, just play it. It's a good game. Try it. Thank you so much for all of you for watching this video, and sorry it took so long. I was having a little bit of a cold, and I cannot record right now. I can only record like little sections, and this is LuigiRocks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!